I walked up to Werner. I said, "What's going on?" He said, "Quick, put the camera on me right now." And by the way, as soon as he got off the plane, he like looked in the sky and said, "Ah, there are vultures in the sky. I feel so good." So basically, what you saw in that scene was the truth. Like, this was a guy who like, his wife left him like I guess 5 or 6 years ago, and he comes to the airport every day holding these plastic roses, like waiting for his wife to get off the airplane. And like he's kind of like they refer to as like it's like the village idiot. So they call him the village calls him the idiot. And like the first time I ever saw him, he said he was assaulted my wife and said he was passport control. And then like took out a cell phone but had like bubble gum all stuck to the anyway. But somehow Werner figured out that the guy had fornicated with 5 women, not just one, not 2, but it was 5. And like the guy said, "Yes, how do you read me?" Like in the scene, and it had this kind of incredible like catharsis. And yeah, that's just it. Like it's a story. He's waiting for his wife, and I went back like 2-3 months ago to visit my parents, and he was still there, and he was drunk. I think he pissed himself, and I said, "Hey, how's it going?" And I didn't expect him to remember me. He just looked at me and he goes, "Where's the priest?"
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is probably dumb, but the point of it is that you can escape gravity for a certain amount of time, and that's life.
He's asking about perhaps what the point of the movie is.
There's no point. And even if there was, I wouldn't tell you.
Yes, sir.
The nun with the bicycle, what sort of made you decide to put a nun on the bicycle?
Another why question. Why is the nun on the bicycle?
Well, it just feels right. No, that's really the truth. That's why it all exists, period, because I make movies because I can't explain it in words, because I don't even try, or I don't even care to. I don't need, things to be explained. I never felt like in my life, all I remember in life and in movies, even for the most part, is, specific characters and scenes and moments, images. And, for me, that's enough. For me, I don't need to know what the director, what the point, and what this is. It's enough if there's a kind of an emotional sense. I always said, I don't care about making sense. I care about making a perfect nonsense. And the nun on the bike just felt right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. That's one of those weird questions. Where do I find them? I just look. Yeah. The other day I was walking where I live in Tennessee, I saw this woman. She was had crowers in her hair, and she had boxing gloves in her hair. She's punching herself in the face. Over and over again. I just thought, it's the greatest thing I'd ever seen. So basically, that's why I make movies. I'll see that, and I just invent a story. What's her husband look like, or what do they eat for breakfast? They eat Spam. How many kids do they have? What they do for a living. I start to invent a story around it. Same thing. I just always, I don't know what it is. Ever since I was little, I just there's just things that I like. I don't even question it too much. People, marginalized characters, people who live, the scum, the outcasts, tramps. Those are just people I just think are interesting. I want to make movies with them. When I would watch movies as a kid, old films, 50s films, B movies, noir films, I always liked the secondary actors the most. I hated the leading men. I liked it when there was that strange guy that came up and said something, I had a huge schnoz and like, you know, I always thought to myself, man, I wish the camera would just follow him now. Like, leave the handsome bastard. Anyway.